What's up, guys? Manny here, back for another video. Today I want to go over my packing list for this class I'm taking this weekend, Tim Herron's Practical Performance 2-day class up in Lake City, Michigan. So let's get into it. So here we go. Over time I've taken a couple courses and listened to fellow instructors and said, hey, this is what you should really bring to a course. So I kind of listened to them, like Steve Fisher, Scott Judlinski. They all put pretty good information on what you need to bring to a class or their classes. So I kind of took their list for their courses, added my own things and my own thoughts. So I had it all. I also take most of these things if I'm preparing to go to a USPSA match, or when I get to, I'll have it already. So I'll just run through the packing list and what I've already got packed for this class. Like I said, Tim Herron's class is a 2-day class. He says it's about 600 rounds. I taking a little bit more just to be on the safe side, so if someone has issues or if we burn through some more ammo for some odd reason, I've got it, so no big deal. So first on the packing list is your reliable handgun. Right here, this class I'm taking my Glock 17 Gen 5 MOS FS with the Trijicon RMR RM06. As I said in plenty of videos, I'm planning on shooting carry optics this year, so it's my carry optics gun, it's my carry gun, because I just don't have another one. I'd love to get another one for carry or another competition, make it my baby that thing. But anyway, yeah, Gen 5 17 MOS with the RMR because it's a reliable, rugged red dot. So, and it's sitting on a C&H V3 plate. I might switch it for the V4. Don't know yet. We'll see. But so far so good. This has lasted 500 rounds on the gun. No issues after I swapped out from the MOS plate to the C&H plate. Love it. It's got Ameriglow suppressor height blacked out sights, and that's it. It's a stock gun. Oh, I threw the medium beaver tail backstrap on there because I need the length of pull, and it helps me get my hand over here. Helps me get it so I don't get slide bite. Hate slide bite. So that's the gun I'm taking. That will go in the bag. Next thing is a IFAC or tourniquet. I carry a big med kit. Nanook 904. I've done a video previously on this, so I'm not going to cover it in too much detail. It's got a tourniquet, some gauze, bandages for boo-boos. It's got some hemostatic agents in here, so that's all ready to go. It's in the big red bag, so if anything goes down, I've got it for a class or I have it for a match. I mean, most people I expect them to be safe, but say we have an incident or even, I mean, not even a gun wound. Some like cuts their freaking hand or something. I'm doing something stupid on some box or something. I've got them squared away, so they'll be okay. So there's that. Next on the list is eye and ear protection. Myself, I wear prescription glasses. I'll be taking these. They don't have the side shields. I have these. They're transitioning if it's really sunny out, or I do have my eye protection I wear at work that are wraparound prescription glasses that I will wear. Unfortunately, they don't transition. Oh well. Ear protection. I might just use some plastic plugs with a string on the back of them, or I'll use my Howard Light Impact Sports. I like these, not necessarily for the noise amplification for ambient hearing, and then when they cancel out the noise of a handgun, it seems like it almost makes it louder to me, so I don't really like wearing those now. But I also have some of these Axle plugs that are reusable, cleanable. They have little things where you can increase the decibel rating on them, so that's kind of neat. I have that sitting on the outside of my range bag right here, so they're detachable. Say if I need to remove them from the bag or whatnot, they're on there when I need to, so I can clip them on. The next thing is I bring a toolkit with me to a class. It's got some basic fixes stuff. It doesn't have any spare parts in it yet, but anything, I expect my Glock to be reliable enough to not go down, but to clean it if I need to. And I have a toolkit list on my packing list, so everything that's in the toolkit is there. Like, we've got Slip 2000 and needle oiler, so there's that. Got some blue Loctite for anything that needs Loctited. Not in the toolkit, but on the toolkit list, on the other side of the bag, is my Lula Up Lula, because loading frickin' mags all day is a pain in the ass. So I already have mags preloaded for the class, which is a smart idea. I recommend everyone to highly do that. But I've got this mag lula just to preload the mags. I also have Leatherman Wave in the toolkit because you never know, pliers, screwdrivers, whatever you need. Cat crap for the optic or my glasses if they decide to fog up on me, which I doubt they will because I've been pre-coating them. I do have a small patches cleaning kit with some bits and a push brush through the barrel, so I have that. I do have the mounting hardware. I've got the bits for my CNH plate just in case if anything happens. I have a bore brush if you need to clean the bore real quick, super easy. Spare batteries are a must. I have one for my electronics timer and a CR2032 for the optic. Coming up on its change here in September. It'll be about a year, so I'll change that out in September at least. My Glock tool to take apart a Glock. I have a toothbrush for cleaning. Q-tips for applying the, I just put them in a little vial here for cleaning something or applying cat crap. I've also got my witness marker for witness marking my screws. Something that most people forget about going to a class is a mag brush, especially if you're running those 2011s or finicky mags. Like these Magpul mags, I think can be pretty finicky sometimes if they get a lot of dirt in them. So I've got a mag brush to wipe them out if I need to, so there's that. That's kind of awesome, I found that. Laying around the house, I've got lens cloths for my glasses or the optic, a rag to clean off my gun just in case, so there's that. Now that's everything in the toolkit that I take with me on a regular basis. Just lives in this little red box, and I like to have everything kind of compartmentalized so I don't have to worry about do I have this and don't rob from the kit. So I always like to leave it set up, ready to go for the next time. Alright, so now that we got that, you want, especially with an outdoor class, wear a ball cap or some hat to keep the sun off your face and your ears, but not to also keep the brass out of your face. Say someone's gun, you're on the line, it's going to deflect onto you. You don't want it getting caught behind your eye pro, so wear a hat. No big deal with that. I'm taking 2 hats, just one if they get really sweaty, but also one has my live action camera attachment, so I will hook that up. I don't have that with me at the moment. But also the next thing on the list is appropriate clothing for weather. That's a big thing. You want to wear the right clothes and be comfortable, because if you're wearing miserable clothes and it gets shitty out or you're really hot, you're not going to learn as well and you're not going to have a good time. So I recommend highly check the weather a couple days before the class, the day before the class, right before you're about to leave. Make sure you've got everything you might need. If there's a small possibility of rain or anything, take a freaking raincoat. If for any God for known reasons, just bring the stuff. You might not need it, but it's better to have it and not need than need it and not have it. Because it sucks when you got to run to like the local Walmart the night between classes and get a raincoat because it's freaking pouring cats and dogs. So there's that. The next thing on the list is snacks, food, and water. I'm taking, for myself personally, just 2 cases of water for 2 days. And that's 2 40 packs of water, like 17-ounce bottles from Ice Mountain. So highly recommend taking lots of water, put it in a cooler, get it cold. You don't have to keep it all cold, but get most of it cold. And I think I'm prehydrated, so I'm going to stay prehydrated for the class and keep pounding the water like I have been these past couple weeks, just so I'm staying up on my hydration levels and I won't have to worry about it. Next thing on the list is pens, markers, and a notebook. I always take a notebook to classes. Mine happens to be in the bag already, so I'll grab it. It's actually the Sentinel Concepts Range Data Book. This book, I put my round counts on my guns. I've got notes from classes. I have a dry fire journal, so that doesn't necessarily go in here, but what I learned in a class or the big takeaways from a class, because I might write it on scrap paper and then transcribe it into the book, so it's permanently written in a good way that I will remember it in here. So I've got my notebook. Next thing on my list is my USPSA belt, especially if I'm going to USPSA or like Tim Herron's class is a practical performance class, kind of based on practical shooting, but not necessarily only for practical shooting. I've got my USPSA belt. I did a video on this setup as well. It's a Super Ghost belt with Ghost USA mag pouches. Got 4 of these. I am going to take this mag pouch off after the class for USPSA because you really don't need 4 mag caddies on here. But for the class, I want to be at least able to have the 4 mags, so then I don't have to go back and load, grab new mags. They'll just be on the belt, and 4 on the belt, 1 in the gun. That's over 100 rounds for my Glock on Magpul 21 rounders. So this is also on a Henry drop, turbo drop. I love this thing. It's anodized black. It's a great thing. Just Loctite the screws and you're good to go. And it's got a Dark Star gear. I think it's the Osiris with also a Henry Holsters turbo turbo prop is in here as well, so to dial in the retention. It's a nice single walled Kydex holster, made pretty nicely. But yep, that's my rig. I'm going to take that with me. That goes right there. Then we get to ammo. I recommend, you can use an ammo can, but for me, I'm a little OCD and I like to know exact numbers on my ammo. So I will get these Plano cases. I've bought them really when I started reloading. So I bought these and they're easy. They're 100 rounds. You just have them in there and it's pretty darn good to go. I've got 5 of these loaded up to 100. I've got an extra one loaded to 40 because that's also some ammo I had on, like I've dipped into. And then the great thing about this bag is it's got bag carriers in here for the bag. And I've got these Glock 21 round mags in here. But as you can tell, they're all preloaded. So I don't have to worry about reloading probably until late in the first day of class. Because I've got 10 of these loaded up. That's 210 rounds out of a 600 round class. So I won't have to worry about reloading my mags at least till maybe most of the way through the day. If not till the night after class. So that's pretty cool for me. So there's that. That's all the ammo. It's in the bag already. So that's all put away. Oh, big thing. Then I've got baby wipes, de-leading wipes, and hand sanitizer. You're gonna be out in the range all day. Probably most of these ranges that you go to don't have public running water. Like I know at the place we're going, there's the outhouse. So I have 2 bottles of hand sanitizer. Thanks COVID-19 for giving me free hand sanitizer at work. So I got 2 bottles of those. I also have de-leading wipes. I saw John Creo do a video about these. He did a review. It was quite nice. I picked these up prior to that though, because the Humble Marksman said if you're picking up brass, wash your frickin' hands afterwards with de-lead wipes. So got those. Woo. Anyway, so I've got those. I also have regular baby wipes to wash my hands and not burn these up. These are they're not super expensive, but I don't want to waste these on other crap that can be cleaned up otherwise. All right, and then there's the stuff that I'm taking just because it's outside and it's an outdoor course. Like I've got a folding table I'm going to take. So I'm taking my truck, and we're able to pull the truck right up to the bay in the back, in the front of the bay, where you're going to load all your mags. So I'm going to put all my crap on my tailgate. I'm probably going to have my own little table, my own chair. I am going to have like a regular towel. And then there's also a cooling towel I typically will bring that I can put in the cold cooler water and then put it on my neck when I get warm when you're taking a break. I'm going to take 2 coolers full of ice and water, so that'll be good. I also take this hammer with me, because if I take my Easy Up with steaks, I like to be able to pound steaks in pretty easily, so I take this dead blow. This is what I usually typically take to my range. I know it's not on the course list, but I take my own stapler and my staples and stapler gun, just because it makes it easier to help reset stuff. Speaking of that, I also will take some pasters, just because you never know. I know the host probably has a bunch of these, or they're all squared to go, but I just take them anyway just to be part of the solution and not take up more time. And if I got them on my pocket or on a belt loop, I'm ready to go. So that's pretty neat. There's that. Make sure bug spray and sunscreen. Like I said, most of these ranges are out kind of in the woods area, at least here in Michigan. So bugs are going to be out, mosquitoes probably now this time of year. Sunscreen, you're going to be out on the range for at least 7 to 10 hours a day, maybe. So protect yourself, wear appropriate weather garments, keep yourself protected from the sun as best you can. Apply often so you're not getting sunburned. That's pretty much it what I got for you guys when I'm taking to this class. I'm really excited about taking this class. I've heard nothing but good things about Tim Herron, so I'm excited. I'm going to learn a lot, take a lot of notes, and I'm going to bring a video about the class and afterwards do an AAR for it. But I'm really excited for this class, guys. So next time, remember, Get out and do the things. Be safe. Have fun. Take her easy.